welcome to your all-active Reserve and Veterans TV series. This information education show has three goals: tell who military veterans are, share about all organizations, auxiliaries, their programs and officers at all levels, and tell about memorials in all the cities we serve in this network. The VA system, state and county officers, hospitals and state homes are also featured. Please do check out our websites, share your program ideas and concerns via the contact information on the show. We open each month's show with a patriotic theme.
It is the soldier. It is the soldier, not the reporter, who has given us freedom of the press. It is the soldier, not the poet, who has given us freedom of speech. It is the soldier, not the campus organizer, who has given us the freedom to demonstrate. It is the soldier, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the soldier who saluted the flag, who serves beneath the flag, and whose coffin is draped by the flag.
Welcome once again to Vets Visits on TV. So happy you could tune in once again. Our patriotic opening for the show was done by Dick Skillstead. It's the soldier. And you'll hear some interesting statements made there in comparison of who the military person is compared with others in society. Then we want to note that this is program number 138, and this is my co-host.
I'm Brad Lindsay, Olmsted County Veteran Services.
And I'm Jerry Barnhart, the founder-producer of the program. Now let's look at some dates in history. On the 1st of September, of course, was Labor Day. The 11th is the anniversary of the World Trade Center attack. The 14th of September, in 1814, the Star-Spangled Banner, the words were written as Francis Scott Key was out in the Boston Harbor watching the Fort McHenry being attacked by the British. The 15th, in 1950, west of Seoul, Korea, was the Incheon landing, and this, of course, turned the tide of the war. The 21st is POW MIA Day, and this month of September is actually recognition and remembrance of POWs, and for that reason I'm wearing this particular hat or cap and this shirt, which I do every September. So that's our dates in history. Brad, what's for our first feature?
Well, Jerry, a national officer of the 40 and 8 met with Jerry for an interview at the State Grand Duke of Minnesota Convention. Voyager Dick Skillstead shares about an important project regarding prisoners of war and missing in action. Then we'll hear the statement referred to as read at the beginning of each 40 and 8 meeting, the promenade of the 40 and 8.
Welcome to Vets Visits, Mr. Skillstead, and would you give us your full name and title?
Richard Skillstead. I am the Sioux POW-MI Director of the Grand Duke, Minnesota, or equivalent to the state. And also I am the Sioux POW-MIA Director of the National, or the nation, or the whole United States.
Mm-hmm. And the purpose for your visit today with Vets Visits is something to do with the month of September.
Yes, it is. Month of September is POW-MIA month, and therefore I am explaining a little bit about that we have some POW-MIAs. World War I is 3,500. World War II is 78,751. Korean War is 8,177. Cold War 171. The Vietnam War is 2,331. And we do have 4 in Iraq right now, as well as we did have an MIA. And since then, they found his remains, and he is home for proper burial near Cincinnati, Ohio.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing those remembrance figures, in a sense. That's what this has been, hasn't
Yes.
it? Remembrance of those who have been prisoners of war or missing in action.
Now there is a particular program involving scholarships. Would you share that with us?
Yes, we do. On the national level only, we do have scholarships that we give out to the spouse, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren of the POW or MIA. That is $1,250 we did the last 2 years for 28 people, which we need a total of about $35,000.
They can apply annually, is that
They
correct?
do have to apply annually, yes, because we did assume 1 year, and well, we found out it was wrong, so we have come to a conclusion they have to apply once a year, yes.
Now, what is the relationship of the 40 and 8? What is the 40 and 8 in a brief definition?
The 40 and 8 is kind of like the Honor Society or the Hardworking Corps or the American Legion. Like the VFW, they have the Cooties. We have this, they use the terminology Honor Society. I don't want to go that far. I like the Hardworking Corps. It's 49ers, or it's Legionnaires that do work hard, and it's a fun group to be with, yes.
Yes. And now, in conjunction with the scholarship program of the 40 and 8, there is a specific means of earning a major part of the funding for those scholarships. And we can't sell on this program,
No.
but we can give a phone number
Yes, we
for
can.
contacting you.
Yes, we do have various items, and they can contact myself as Richard Skillsted. It's 1-507-545-2885, or you can write to me, Post Office Box 161, Eyota, that's Eyota, Minnesota, 55934.
Now, would you show us what you brought with you today that is being made available for the scholarship program?
We do have shirts, jackets, caps. It's a winter cap or a summer cap, and we do have some pins. And for the sales of them, we do use that totally for the scholarship fund. No administrative fees at all.
And we notice that there is a profile of a soldier behind barbed wire and a watchtower, which is found on all the POW MIA materials. And would you share with us what kind of recognition is given at ceremonies before every meeting?
Before every meeting, the Legion, VFW, 48, and I think you have the Cooties, I don't belong to it. We do have the POW flag or the chair covering, and we do have a saying that before each one, and then when we're done, we take it down, salute the CEO or commander, and about face, and be the rest of the Legionnaires and 49ers and VFW members.
And this is just symbolic of the fact of remembrance that
Yes.
they are not forgotten.
Absolutely. For me, they will never be forgotten. I'm for this program 100%, and I believe in it wholeheartedly.
And we are so thankful you shared with us today on Vets Visits on TV.
Thank you very much.
Outward Bound, an international nonprofit outdoor education program, is offering fully funded outdoor adventure excursions to all Operation Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom veterans. It doesn't matter what your current military status is, active, discharged, or retired, you're eligible to attend as long as you deployed in support of Operations OEF and OIF while in the military. These 5-day excursions offer adventure activities such as backpacking, rock climbing, canyoneering, canoeing, and dog sledding in wilderness areas in Maine, Texas, Colorado, California, and even Minnesota. There are scheduled courses from September 8th of 2008 through February 9th of 2009, and future courses will be scheduled soon. All expedition costs for lodging, equipment, food, and instruction are completely funded by a multi-million-dollar Sierra Club grant, including the participants' round-trip transportation between home and the wilderness site. The excursion is offered at no cost to the participant. It's To sign up for one of these pre-scheduled courses, you can contact Doug Hayward at the phone number or email address that's being displayed on your screen. And if you want to learn more about the program, you can visit their website at www.outwardboundwilderness.org.
Brad, the two conflicts which are involved, you gave some letters, and they mean?
Well, I'll explain the first part. OIF is Operation Iraqi Freedom, and OEF is Enduring Freedom.
Okay, just want to get that
Right.
clear to the general
Sure.
public as well as those who are on the inside.
Absolutely.
And so people from all over our network and anyone
US,
else
right.
who are from those conflicts can check in on that website.
Yep, absolutely.
Excellent. Okay. Well, now we'll go on to our next feature for today, or this month. Last month, some of our viewers may have missed part one of our feature, Honor Flight. This national program, based in Ohio, has the mission of guiding area veterans groups to honor World War II veterans by flying them and their comrades to their memorial and to other memorials in Washington, D.C. Then we will experience the welcome home, which they received at the reunion, which was held 2 months later. We do encourage you to become involved, so watch for the phone number of the national office and the website for more information. Here's more on Honor Flight.
Terry Thompson, thank you for coming to talk with us on Vets Visits. You've been a busy boy today.
Yeah, it's been a busy day. It's been a wonderful day.
Tell us, how, you were kind of the general MC, and how did you become involved?
Well, as a member of the Soldier Veterans Memorial Committee and that stuff, we got involved with Honor Flight. And part of what I was asked for was to do the welcome home for the veterans that we did, and it turned out to be as we're told, the biggest and the best ever at the Rochester Airport. And we did a lot of things that has never been done before. But the day goes so fast. They were out there at the airport before 5 in the morning. They were on the plane to come back about 20 after 10. We had to welcome home. And it was just a whirlwind tour for them. And I wanted them to come back and have some time with each other so they could talk about it, because it was a real fast day.
So then came the reunion.
So we just came to the reunion to get them to come back, and we were taking pictures and DVD of the event, and we wanted to get it to them, and not in a hurry situation like what the welcome home was, because the emotions there were very high. Just so much is going on, you didn't need to add another deal to what they already were trying to keep track of.
They were pretty tired at 10:30 in the evening, as I recall.
Yeah, we were tired, but when they come out and that day, their adrenaline inspired everybody, and it was a wonderful welcome home for them. And this was we're just so glad of the great turnout here. And we've lost 2 of them since the flight, and then we lost 3 that were registered to go on the flight. Now when I look in the paper every night, there's 3, 4, 5. Last night there was 5 of them. And at World War II veterans, we're losing them at 1,200 to 2,000 a day across the nation. We've got to keep moving. I'd like to see it move faster, but it takes time to raise money and get things going.
We're doing the best we can. Now
Yes.
that it has finally gotten into this particular area, and let's see, Ted Adams was the kind of the general coordinator at the beginning, as I remember.
Ted brought the idea to Honor Flight to the Soldiers Memorial Committee, and we responded right away. It was just
And
let's
the
do it.
veterans organizations of southwestern Minnesota, and it's gone up to Minneapolis
It's in
area.
Minneapolis, it's down on the cross. It's
Been over in Fargo for some time now. Yes,
Well, it's really growing, and we got to move, because we got about 5 years and they're all gone. And that's
And then it'll be
sad.
our Korean era.
We'll be working on the Koreans and the Vietnam
I'm
vets.
looking forward to it. There, will you be around?
Well, I'll tell you, the Korean War veteran out there is a very, very beautiful and very moving
I know.
memorial.
Yeah, I was there some years ago, and it was
Especially to see it at
fantastic.
night.
But the World War II monument
It's beautiful.
was not existing when I was there last.
It's a shame it took so long to get it done.
That's true.
And, and we would have had more time, but this is life, and we're doing the best we can, and I hope that we can find people, because what we're doing now for the second flight is asking for people to sponsor a veteran or to adopt one. It costs $550 for the seat. If they could raise money and send it to us, and we'll give them a veteran's name that they adopt, and we'll take it from there, and they can be there when they leave and be there when they come back, because they help send us World War II veteran
Now, I
out there.
understand we already have the down payment taken care of because there is such a terrific response to
Yes,
the first.
the down payment for the second flight has been taken care of because we were able to raise more money than we needed for the first flight. But the second flight's $20,000 more, and the third flight's looking to be $30,000 more.
Yeah.
So the second flight is $80,000 here, people, and we need to get that raised, because the first one was a little over 60, about 65. And we're told the third flight, if things are going the way they are, is going to be over 100,000. But we're going to get the second flight done, and we're already working on the third flight too.
And there's been some wonderful people already that have come forward, I understand, with
Today
donations.
we had a lot of donations given today by these World War II veterans that went out there because they wanted
And their
help.
families have
And
wanted
they've given
to
so
see
much
it go
already.
on.
And here they are giving again.
Right.
So it's a wonderful thing.
Thank you so much for Terry Tronson for being on the program, and maybe we'll talk again about this.
Thanks for all you do too. Wonderful job.
The children of overseas and returning military are the focus once again of the efforts of an ongoing family support group. You'll hear about 4 special programs: the support group, CHOMP, Child Heroes of Military Personnel, Project Backpack, and the Youth Medal Program. Again, we wholeheartedly encourage you to take down the phone number and 2 websites that will be shown on your screen. Please help your church and veterans organizations to work together to care about the families of our servicemen and women.
And what is the project that you're working on?
We're doing Minnesota Project Backpacks, and what that is we deliver individually packed school supply backpacks that have been requested by the families or the family assistance officer for children who have a Minnesota soldier parent who is deployed, recently returned, wounded, disabled, or KIA.
Okay, now these these are some of your supporters that are listed in your brochure in part, but generally who is supporting this project?
The list is really long. Right now we're actually working in an empty storefront that was donated through the Carlson family and Park Midwest Realty. As you can see down here is a big check for Tee It Up for the Troops. Tee It Up for the Troops has started a new program in Cub Foods. They have a Hero Grounds coffee, and 50% or 50 cents of every pound sold is given to Tee It Up for the Troops, and they've written this check for us through those funds. So it's a great program on top of everything else they do to support the veterans, their families, and the soldiers.
I presume you have a number of regular businesses that make donations
Lockheed
as well.
Martin has been absolutely phenomenal.
What company was that?
Lockheed Martin.
Oh,
They are they're a DoD contractor that's in Eagan.
Okay.
Walmart, Sam's Club. Yikes! There's a million of them.
And they are supplying the various products, which we'll be taking a look at later
right,
on.
and some folks write a check. Some do supply drives. We have a chiropractic clinic up in Monticello, Big Lake area, Great River Spine and Sport, that all 3 years has run a supply drive for us, where the folks can either bring in a backpack for free services, or they can donate what would have been their copay to the program. They've been fabulous. Erickson, Amundsen Orthodontist has been terrific. Culver's in Lakeville and Apple Valley just ran, if you brought in a school supply, you get one of the free custard chips. So there's a million different ways. We could absolutely have never done this program without the supports of the VFW and the American Legions throughout the state. Many of them send checks. There's a few of them, like South St. Paul VFW, that does a fundraiser for us. Alex VFW this year helped us with wine tasting to get proceeds and get the word out that when It's of course a great sigh of relief to everyone when that soldier steps off the bus. But the family struggle isn't over, the soldier struggle isn't over. Integration is real, and it can last, it's individual, it can last anything from weeks to years. And we need to keep supporting these families as they go.
Now, this is something that I'm sure is going on in many other states in our 18-state network, because it is an ongoing concern of community people like yourself. So this is a ongoing concern, and what has been the way that you've obtained volunteers? How did this start? How many years ago?
We started 3 years ago as a way to impact a different period in the year. The holidays are, everyone is so generous and it's so fabulous. But there's different times in the year that are a lot of pressure too.
Getting ready for school.
Oh, I've got 5 kids. I know what those lists look like. So we decided that that would be someplace we could make, you know, an impact of sorts. So we did the first year, and my co-executive director, Kathy Wenzel, her husband was in Iraq the first year. So they were a backpack family the first year. And the second year, he was home and things were going well, but she kept calling me and saying, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So she came and helped and put in hours and hours and hours. All her family has. The kids, as you can look around and see, the kids are very much involved with this. And we sat down after that second year of backpack, and she kind of said, Deb, there's so much left to do. And that's where Minnesota Veteran Family Support came in as an overall umbrella organization that takes care of several different areas. Project Backpacks are a big one in the summer. We have an ongoing program called Youth Medal, Military Youth Medal Program, where when a soldier comes back, he does his 30, 60, 90 days. At 90 days, he gets his ribbons and his medals, and he gets medal to present to his children to thank them for their service and their sacrifice. We have Southern Spouse Support, which you see some of the other gals back here, and they are members of Southern Spouse Support. It is a community-based program, not a unit-based, so that many times these deployments overlap. There's a great geographic isolation with these families, because they might live in Lakeville, they might go out with Fort Bragg. So the unit-based support in that case doesn't work. So Southern-based support, the gals get together, they talk about what's going on through deployment, reintegration, redeployment, and we share each other's knowledge and experiences to support each other. In September, we'll be starting CHOMP, Child Heroes of Military Personnel, and that is for the kids, and it's basically the same theory behind Southern Spouse Support, where it's community. If your dad goes out with Fort Bragg, you're obviously not going to school with the other kids their age, and so they walk down the halls of school thinking, I'm the only one. So with CHOMP, they'll spend time with other kids that they don't have to explain it to. And we help out when we can.
I think you've given us a wonderful overview of your program, and we hope that this will help other communities to go on and do something of their own in their particular state.
And if anybody wants the blueprint of how we did it, what we did, like this wonderful check from Honor Grounds Coffee from Tee It Up for the Troops. I mean, that's just the most incredible thing in how somebody else who's built an incredible nationwide process or, support program, and we're reaching out and supporting each other. If anybody wants to look, our website is mnveteranfamilysupport.com or projectbackpacks.com. They can. This year alone, we're going to do over 500 backpacks, serving most community. I mean, it's statewide. If they request, no matter where they live, we'll get it to them through the family assistance offices, get them to their local armories, so they don't have to travel. We're not spending a lot of money in postage and stuff. We'll have 20 plus college students and spouses that are trying to level out the family income. They get $150 bookstore scholarships. So it's a good program, and lots of people, you can become involved any way you'd like. You can see the folks out here helping, and doing the day-by-day stuff, and they're not by far the only ones who have been here. And businesses can support, organizations can support. We've had incredible support from our home Rosemont and Hastings VFWs. Post 65 is my home post. And the Lions, the Rotary, the fire departments. It's a wonderful thing, and anyone can give hours, product, money. There's any way to help.
So we've had your website and your phone numbers, and you would be glad to send a pamphlet and other information.
Anything they'd like.
That they request.
And we are a 501c3, in case a business owner is wondering.
Super. Thank you so much. And we hope our communities that are watching in other states will take advantage of this opportunity to share.
More than happy to talk to anyone.
For those of you who are especially in our 18-state network, we do hope that you will check with your particular post officers to be sure that they are receiving our online newsletter quarterly. We are afraid that there are a lot of them that are being thrown away, and there's some vital information for both the posts, the individuals there, ways that you can publicize the program so that more people can get information on this series. And then, of course, we hope everyone can check out our website. We've got some interesting things happening there. And so, Brad, I guess that wraps it up for today.
It'll be a wrap.
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. We hope you'll tell your friends, your neighbors, and we do look forward to hearing from you if there are any questions or concerns that you have about the show. Bye for now. See you next month on Vets Visits on TV. Thank you for joining us for this month's show. Seen in over 350 communities for over 3,500 half-hour periods. Our websites have additional information about the show and are updated bi-monthly. To contact us, you are welcome to use one of these electronic methods. For all ground mail with questions, suggestions for future programs, you may use this address. Our IRS nonprofit status is 501c3, Information Education. The Minnesota Commissioner of VA and these state-level organizations believe in and endorse Vets Visits. Join us next time, won't you, for Vets Visits on TV.